Hardy, 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 hardy. It is. Oh, it's Friday, May 3rd. Not quite May the 4th be with you, but it is May 3rd. And I've got a little third place series, the Hybrid Cup. F2 against DoD. This was played actually a week ago, and I don't know the results yet, even though it's been a week. I'm just kind of waiting for a night where I had some time to stream this. It is going to be just a best of 3. This mainly due to not good schedules for those playing, so... Okay, here we go. Let's close out all this crap that we got in the background. Okay, and we'll get into this real quick. And these will be the last matches that I have to stream for this tournament, because it's all done, and these are the third place matches, best of 3. F2 against DoD. These are 3v3s, and I need to find my games here. DoD versus F2. 1. Here we go. So best of 3. We will just get right into this. And our map is looking like Marsh, which is cool. I like Marsh. So on the right here, man, it's been a while since I've casted some games, a couple weeks. On the right, we've got Team F2. We got Dark Risen playing Odin. He's actually the pocket. And player is his normal Zeus. And on the top we've got Wiz with his normal Uranus. And of course, since they are on the right, that means on the left is the deities of death. And we've got Mr. Joseph down here is set. He's the bottom. We've got Hell's Ravage is the pocket Loki. Nice place to have your Loki as the pocket. And on the top, we've got another. What's up, Ozone? We got another Norse here. It's Mr. Shelty playing Odin. So let me, now that we've got all that, I will move these over so it's not blocking crap. There. Back to this. There we go. Alrighty, so... Again, this is best of 3. Third place match. So, and this is the last match of the tournament. So we've got a bunch of aggressive civs. Odin, Zeus, Uranus against an Odin Loki set. I do like DoD's God mixture a little bit better. Set is can just do so much damage early on with the shifting sands. Your Loki Herseer can just rampage everywhere, and maybe they'll get lucky with all these relics. Get the Herseer speed up relic out here somewhere. Pelt Argus is a good relic too. More line of sight for all of your units. Haven't seen it yet. And then Odin is just kind of... Odin's alright. You know, you'll be banking on all the extra hunt. Yeah, Odin gathers hunt 10% faster, so you're looking at all this hunt. Yeah, a lot of forward hunt here for Dark Risen. In fact, I don't know if he actually really has a back hunt. Birds are kind of a waste of time. He does have this way in the corner, but like there's nothing else to fall back on. So all of his hunt is very forward. They could, DoD could kind of take advantage of that and really push him off of hunt early, which is huge. You always want to be on hunt as long as you can. It's the fastest gathering food source in the game. He's going to go, Joe's going to get the Gold Gathers Faster relic. Also on these original maps, you'll often see on a marsh, you'll very often see large gold mines in your base, and oftentimes it'll be closer than the small gold mine. So, like this large gold mine is very safe. And Hell's Ravage, not to be outdone by Joe, actually has 2 large gold mines in his base. Players got one, and yeah, so pretty typical. Looks like Wiz doesn't have a big gold mine in his base. He is the odd man out, but he's got like 3 back gold mines. Hey, Radu. Well, welcome. You are 50% my audience, and the other half is Ozone, my best fan ever. Oh, I don't know why he's shooting his board, not just deleting it. Not that it really matters, but, you know, every few seconds saved. Wonder if he is looking at just shifting, well, very late advance, though. If he, like, now if I were the set here, I would aim for like a 4 or 30 advance and shift over 3 villies right at 430. But it doesn't look like he's doing that. Even Shelty is a little bit slower than what I would have thought. Not too much slower. Wiz with the normal. And oh wow, we talk about slow. Dark Risen very slow. 5 minutes 17 advance. And players is actually going to be, I think, the fastest. Nope, Wiz is just a few seconds faster. So Wiz then player. Wow, look at all this walling here. Alright, so now he is using vision. I anticipate we will see some villagers getting shifted. Here they are. Right there. And 3 villagers down. Don't know where they're going, but no one plays safe. So that's 3 vills down. The good old days. Just shifting vills. I don't know why he really jacked up his economy though. Like he garrisoned a whole bunch of units. You really, I don't know why you'd bother garrisoning your villagers. What are you gonna do? Garrison every single villager that you have so that you can't shift. But yeah, I don't know why you like garrison these and garrison those when you can still get all of those. So, but you know, yeah, whatever. Well, we'll say it's okay. Wiz, not a whole lot. Okay, so we do have Dark Risen, though, putting up some walls. But yeah, you gotta look out for walls on this map. Try to get them up, because get some raids and things don't go so well for you. I would assume Joe is just doing a fast heroic. Why wouldn't he? He is Egyptian. And again, just remember on Hybrid Cup, no H2 town center. Oh, man. Not a good place to go. I guess he's probably anticipating getting doubled, maybe. But man, it's just so long to walk back here, and like there's no hunt to fall back on. So like this is a lot of walking time just to go to this pack of hunt when he has like much more hunt here. I mean, right here. Why would he walk back? That's like a pretty big problem for Dark Risen. Like pretty safe hunt, and we have Wiz is getting doubled here. Risen is like way too defensive right now, allowing 4 citizens to be in a bit of a bind. Probably will lose 1 or maybe none. A defensive shockwave there. Come on, you fatties. Run. Not even going to lose 1. A very nice shockwave kind of saved him. Player trying to put some aggression on Joe. Joe very slow. He's also housed right now. You might as well delete his animals, at least a few of them, to not be housed. But yeah, kind of a slow advance up to heroic for Mr. Joseph. And we've got Wiz now kind of chasing after these little Ulsarks. Yeah, I was thinking, okay, here's all of his Ulsarks. I was going to say without these few, I was kind of wondering if he was going to be going to heroic. Nice forest fire to catch all these Terma. No vills, but did do some damage to Terma, get these vills idle. They do have the spy on this citizen here, so they do have full line of sight. Not sure why he ran this way, right through all the Terma. Now the mass Ulfsarks not quite so good in hybrid. They don't get an attack bonus against cavalry, so really not a super strong strat. It'll really probably almost be better to do raiding cavalry in this situation. But we shall see who shall be the victor. We got Darkgrizzin here with slowing down his army with one real slow throwing axeman. Not sure why he'd even build a throwing axeman. Gotta watch out for your raiding cavalry. Really, kind of a bad ox cart here. Players looking for some raids down here. But really, when I'm looking at Darkgrizzin here, Wiz has enough units to defend this raid. Darkgrizzin should be just looking at raiding himself with all of his raiding cavalry. So Joe is up Nephthys right now, about 840, so he'll be building forward, I'm sure, throwing down a Migdol and maybe getting a town center as well. I don't think that Hell's raids have done a whole lot yet, but yeah, right now Darkgrizzin too passive. He needs to do some aggressive raiding. I mean, you see at least these units are pretty well open, and now they're going to be even more. They're going to go up here to these. But you can definitely find some places to do some raids, and like just having his whole army all together at one, not really that great. I mean, just look how slow they are. Player, okay, he might actually get these vills. He looks like he knows they're here, and Hell's Ravage sees it coming, but idle villagers are pretty much as good as dead villagers. Oh, Joe's grabbing 2 town centers. He's actually not even building a Migdol yet, just grabbing town centers. At 400 gold, though, like, it's not a bad idea, and they do build faster in this game version, so why not? Ooh, does not want to lose the Scorpion Man, though. Okay, alright, just saving it. Game's still very close, but you get a couple doubles and triples in, and the game could end pretty quick. I'm wondering how Hell's eco is. He's actually looking pretty poor. He is not hunting, just on pigs, and now we see right here Darkgrizzin with a long walk to find more hunt. Kir Ballista, a bit of a poor unit choice here. They're just so slow. And yeah, again, even these, just really, Darkgrizzin should probably be full raiding cavalry, is what I'm thinking. But man, Shelty really, some poor pathing here, is getting quite a bit of damage dealt to his Ulfsarks. But he is up with Skady, so he'll have a Frost if he needs it. I feel like this is a very bad fight for Shelty, though. Kind of surprised Hells has such a high score. Okay, he is heroic. I must have just missed him getting heroic, or clicked just a second late. Player is kind of way behind. Just that 3 Vil shift just hurts so much, and then I mean, all you have to do is shift 3 Vils, make a few barracks units, and then the set player can just kind of freely boom. Really, player could have used Darkgrizzin's help down here rather than all of these units being used to defend raids. I mean, as long as you're defensive, you will never win. And we've got a pretty strong army that could be used for flaming weapons right here. Combine that with all these Ulfsarks, and it's a pretty strong army. In fact, you got a Frost and a flaming weapons, which could be used. And that does, those two god powers in unison are very strong. But losing some units here. Player's got a raid on the Vils back here. Is losing a few units of his own on the front. Ooh, these villagers right here are very, very precariously placed, and it looks like Joe is going to find them. And oh, even if he runs up here, Darkgrizzin never finished this wall. So these chariots can just run right in after him. A lot of passiveness from Team F2 is what I'm seeing. Like, the Iranos should be able to be, and I would think the Iranos in this situation should be able to be on the aggressive against the Odin. Man, look at all these Ulfsarks. Like, really, he could probably do a Frost? No, not with I don't think he can do... Well, he's doing Frost. Needs to heal that town center. Ulfsarks have so poor pierce armor, though, but he does have the first upgrade. But, okay, that's a nice shockwave to get all of those. And again, we just got this such a slow army here. Yeah, that's a little... Just all that hack just does not do a whole lot of damage to the town center. And actually, Dryads will do pretty well against this army. 19 seconds left on the Frost. Boy, Dark Risen should really be up now to 8 seconds. It looks like he... Oh man, if he can get this armory upgrade in right before he's going to get it. Alright. So not quite getting the town center down, but which is a big win for F2. But I just don't know what players... Oh, dang it. Dropping my stuff. I don't know what player's going to do against this 4 town center boom when he is at 1 town center. And trying just to go up to Mythic maybe on 1 town center. Like, Joe's just got so many villagers. Losing a citizen. Wiz needs to get a... Oh, look at all this. This is like watching me play. Yeah, and just Dark Risen has just kind of been a non-contributor to this game as a whole. Player, he is going. I'm not sure I like this fast mythic. I mean, he's just so far behind economically. I mean, Joe has 4 town centers. He's only at 1. Greetings from the UK. It is 4 a.m. Yes. Wiz carry this. I don't think so. Wiz is at just 1 town. Well, almost now at 2. But just so defensive. Like, there has been no raids at all other than player. On the enemy teams, and we got idle, or not idle, we got open units here, just not finding them. And now Hells is up with Mythic Age already. And like, explain, riddle me this. Dark Risen as Odin gets faster hunting. I mean, just why doesn't he put up a wall here and here and hunt instead of slow farms? Like that's just such a big difference between you got Shelty hunting, well, they are idle right now, and you've got Dark Risen just farming. Caused some problems here. Player so far has managed to keep Joe busy, but now finally Joe's getting siege, and I just don't think player at 3 town centers. Ooh, where was this tornado at? Oh, on Wiz's base, and he's the citizen slowing down his entire army here. And that town center will, yes, go down. And all sorts of idleness up here. Again, we have Dark Risen kind of way out of position. And this little army here should be enough, combined with this, to... where do we have a Frost? Oh, see. Have to have the Frost down in the bottom to save player, where Wiz is in some pretty rough shape, and just not getting much help from the pocket at all. They're doing a few raids on Hells, it looks like. But not enough. I mean, 4 town centers to 1 for so long. It'll really do disservice to your economy. 1 town center versus 4. I mean, you can see the score difference, 2,000 to 3,300 for Joe, who's actually now at 5 town centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's just taking everybody's forward town center. Do we have... See, we still have ceasefire too. But that's not gonna be enough. Like now, Hells is down here because everybody's up here. And when you're just defensive everywhere, you just never get on the offensive. And it looks like, okay, Tyr has been researched for Dark Risen. But looking at the scores, and now we have a Ragnarok for Sheltie as opposed to a Tyr for Dark Risen. Not seeing a whole lot here to look forward to as far as F2's hopes for winning this game. What kind of villager count do we, or military count do we have for Sheltie? 287 pop. It's actually not a bad for hybrid. That's a pretty good amount. Yeah, just look at all these units, and of course we don't have no frost. So if you guys can come up with something that just resign before the ceasefire is even done. And yeah, the writing was on the wall here. Greetings from Germany, 5 a.m. Hello, Sakaro. Thanks for casting this amazing game. This amazing game was done very quickly, an 18-minute kind of throttling. Really just being undefensive all game leads to an easy loss. Looking at resource gathered. Blue will be, or Team DoD will be a little bit behind because they got the set players, so Egyptian always behind. But yeah, they're just way up there. So the hybrid is, yeah, the Norns has basically summarized it. It's Age of Mythology, vanilla balance and everything, plus the Atlanteans. So that's where we get hybrid. So, and auto queue as well. So we're going to move on. Oh, I got to move it over. I got a second game here yet. I believe this is what I'm looking for. We will move it over to the old hybrid cup. And F2 dot times F2 2. And just to remember, this is a best of 3. So, oh, I forgot. I also have my little scoreboard I can update. So if DoD wins this second game, this will be the series, and this is for the 3rd place match. So both these teams lost in the semifinals. No, not Titans at all. There's actually quite a bit of balance changes from Age of Mythology to the Titans, so it actually plays quite a bit differently. But anyway, we will move on to game 2. Which is Mediterranean. Mediterranean, a pretty straightforward map. Really, you pretty much just always see heavy aggression on the water. Let's take a look at our god choices here. We've got Wiz as Uranus. We've got player as Zeus and Dark Risen as Poseidon. Down on the bottom are deities of death, buddy old pals. Sheltie is Uranus to match Wiz as Uranus. Zeus is Joe is Zeus to match player, and Hells is Zeus. So a lot of similar gods here actually. The only difference is a Zeus and a Poseidon. Chrono needs stream so we can hear him rage. Oh yeah, you're the one that always talks about how I rage all the time. Who is playing at 2 a.m.? These games are not live, Mr. Norns. These are... I think maybe you're saying that. You know that. These games are... yeah, because these games were played at 2 a.m. for the Wiz. But, man, he's a young man. He can stay up to 2. Not an old geezer like me that even at... What time is it? I'm tired right now, and it's like 10 o'clock. And I'm ready to go to bed. But when we're looking at Mediterranean, we're looking at just full-on classical age battles between everybody on the water. Boy, I must say though that Joe's fish, at least his dock, is kind of he doesn't not too good a fish here. He's got a 3-pack, and then his closest are up here, and even these fish, like they're kind of like when you're looking at Hell's Ravage and Joe's fish, they're kind of pushed away from the middle. We've definitely got some better fish for Dark Risen, but his first dock here not so great, but the second one here would be good for him. And players got some alright fish, and Wiz pretty decent as well. Yes, you're my hero. You say my name, but you say nothing after that. So everybody will probably trying to be hit. Look at this villager wait for the pigs to get out of the way. There are differences on stats and upgrades. Obviously you don't get your free myth unit upon aging up. You also don't get shooting docks. Myth units as a whole are a lot more expensive. Even a lot of the myth technologies are more expensive as well. Like, kind of interesting when you think about Age of Mythology, is like originally the old AOM, not a whole lot of mythology in like the online competitive games, just because of how expensive so many of the myth units were. And of course you didn't get your free one upon aging up. What teams are in the battle for number 1? Those games were already played, so kind of were, but I won't spoil it for you. It was UCA versus WKT. They were streamed live, I believe, by Blackadder. I already streamed those. You could hop on over to my YouTube channel later on and check it out. My YouTube name is ChronoJJ. So you do a search for that and you'll find it there. Spoiler free series for that. So if you don't, I'm assuming you don't know the results, so please, all my good friends in chat, keep it. I don't know. See, when you're talking Age of Mythology, you kind of want to have strong myth units because Age of Mythology. But yes, the original AOM is Mr. Sicaro. Well, I'm probably not saying that right. It pointed out AOM was a lot more aggressive than the Titans. Rating is huge, aggression is huge. Just because you can't make additional villagers in Age 2, you can't secure hunt with this Age 2 town center. Obviously, we don't really, that doesn't matter here. It's all going to be just straight up water battle. But that also in Mediterranean, you lose water, you're pretty much done because you can't get Age 2 town centers. So yeah, the key here will be good communication on the water, getting your restorations on multiple ally boats. And you're right, no shooting arrows. Shooting arrows out of your dock is just such a just a terrible mechanic. I really wish it wouldn't have ever been included. When ES released the Titans, they just did so many things to make it more defensive, and you could argue, well, it gives a few more strategies, but I feel like it also kind of slowed the pace of the game down. But okay, so we got a bunch of your boats here. We're in our first little boat assault right here. Looks like actually this will be a 2-on-1 briefly. As soon as player goes back, he will fall back to be with Dark Risen as well. So bolt micro is big. You try to bolt on a boat. You try to, for as far as bolt micro, you try to move the boat back that's getting attacked. We have a shockwave versus a shockwave. Dark Risen has used pestilence on 2 docks. That's actually a nice pestilence there. The one thing about boat battles is that they can be very snowbally, where if you get on, you lose a few early battles, then you can really keep on continuing to lose battles. Like right here, I'm seeing Wiz is kind of getting his butt kicked already. A lot of mismanaging of boats, and we can see by numbers he is way behind, 11 to 7. And so if Shelty just keeps on the aggression here, and if Wiz doesn't get any help, he's going to be in a bit of a problem already. Although F2 kind of has a nice advantage over here, courtesy of the Pestilence. I actually did not... Okay, never mind. Okay, we have player fighting and Dark Risen retreating, and Wiz getting kind of demolished over here. Kind of surprised. It seems like player and Dark Risen kind of don't have a ton of boats trained comparatively to what they could have. And again, we see one player fighting and one player on the defense at the same time. We'll probably see a restoration coming in here pretty soon. Maybe? It might be waiting. Yeah, we see Shelty, because he's just utterly demolished Wiz already, is now just moving up and attacking the fishing boats of F2, and player is falling back because of that, and now Dark Risen will eventually fall back. And actually, if Shelty kind of sticks around and shuttles back and forth and avoids getting attacked, DoD can actually do a 3-person restoration pretty soon. Hell's Ravage a little bit defensive, but he needs to come up here. And, okay, Shelty's boat's a little out of position. It took a little too long for Hells to get his boats up here, which helped Wiz kind of catch up a little bit. But you can see how far behind Wiz is from Shelty already. And we have restoration. Joe is using restoration, and now player responding with his own. But Hell's Ravage has another restoration, which Dark Risen went up. Pestilence, I would say the restoration is the better here, because now Hells can just do another restoration, and he's doing that, and that will put all the boats back up to full HP again. He actually used it a little too fast, because you figure most of the boats, because of the restoration that just occurred, were already full health. But man, this is a 6-person battle right here. We'll just watch this in silence. Oh, you're right. He can't get restore. Never mind. Actually, not going too bad. Well, yeah, it is going bad for F2, because Wiz just has nothing here. But this is quite the battle. Like, everybody's just here. You haven't seen anything move, but it looks like DoD is doing alright down on the bottom side. And they're kind of even up here, but Wiz is slowly getting pushed out of this fight. He's not getting his units in fast enough. But man, what a fight here. And even we see Dark Risen now is almost out of boats as well. Actually, the only one that really has a lot of boats now is player for F2's side. But that is quite, actually, overall fairly even. But now we have Dark Risen losing 1, 2, 3 boats there just chasing. So DoD should be able to kind of regroup there. But the problem is just Wiz is just so far behind boat production. It's just that snowbally thing where he just fell behind early and just was never able to catch up. Against lesser opponents, you would probably be able to catch up, but Shelty's pretty good and knows how to keep the pressure up. A nice shockwave there, actually. That was 6 boats. Hard to get a lot of boats in shockwave because of the narrow, how big boats are and how narrow of an area shockwave has. But yeah, the main difference here, we actually have player and Dark Risen are doing pretty much the same as Joe and Hell's Ravage, but Shelty, I mean, he's a better player than Wiz anyway, so kind of expected. But F2 is actually holding on water quite a bit longer than what I thought. Wonder if anybody's going up soon. Sheltie is. I would assume Wiz is not anywhere close to that. And again, we just a little bit Dark Risen back while everybody else is fighting. Actually have some mismanagement. A lot of idle boats here for our DoD right there. Like, I feel like overall, outside of Wiz, especially player who's always really good with his boat micro, is done pretty good with his boats, but yes, this is the match for third place. Ooh, there you go, there you go. Who's in the final? It's WKT versus UCA. Those games, as I covered about 5 minutes ago, were already played. I already streamed them. If you're interested in watching them, they're on my YouTube channel, and I think Blackadder also streamed them live, and that would be on Twitch. I don't know if he's uploaded them to his channel. But yeah, this is a third place match, best of 3, with DoD winning the first game. And now F2 is a little too far forward here. They need to fall back, and they need to fall back fast. Okay, they're on the RTS League channel, so not on Blackadder's channel. He streamed them on RTS League. Where the spoilers? I don't like spoilers, man. F2 a little bit kind of clogging themselves up here. We see all of Wiz's boats are kind of having a hard trouble getting in on this. But it's nice fights, actually, for F2. They were actually going up into this fight here, the original one, we're actually substantially behind as far as the boats, but they've actually had quite a few good fights. Mainly Player and Dark Risen have kind of done a lot better than Joe and Hell's Ravage, but we'll just see if Wiz will be able to catch up. He's just so far behind on Sheltie. We see he's getting pushed on land as well. And has a ton of idle citizens right now. And actually this is going to be huge for Wiz, while I'm ignoring the water fight, is that he does not have a back gold mine. So if he gets pushed off of his front gold mine right here on the mini-map, that would be curtains for him, unless there happens to be a lucky gold mine right in here. But I think all the other ones here. Wiz plays with a teddy and a blanket. This battle, just because Wiz does not have anything. You're right, is that me playing? Right now it's almost a 2-on-3 on water. Wiz has just a few boats. It's still actually a pretty decent player, doing really well on the water. His micro is just so good. But yeah, Wiz just nothing. These raids on his eco is really doing a lot. Nothing down here. Do we have anybody aging up yet? It's like the never-ending boat fight. No, Hell's does not have restoration. They used it back-to-back, which is a little bit of a mistake, because if you use it right after your first restoration, all your boats are at full health again. But, man, this is actually, for Wiz being so far behind, like, it's actually kind of amazing that F2 has been able to hold for this long. Like, it's almost kind of the evenest of boat fights you'll see. Just how long they've been going on. And man, Sheltie has not caught these gold miners yet, but as soon as he does, let's see if they have this scout. Oh, he doesn't have this scouted. That's why he's not pushing on that. He doesn't have that scouted. That's actually pretty significant, because, I mean, these Murmillos here would completely shut down Wiz's entire gold economy. He probably assumes that Wiz has a back gold mine back here, and that's probably why he's not checking this, is because he thinks Wiz is mining in the back. Atlantean boats are weaker. They're cheaper, have less hit points. What is it, 240 to 290, and less attack, and I think they have slightly less range. Nope, same range, but yeah, slightly. What is their attack? 5 damage to 6. But they are cheaper. And are they the same pop? I think they are the same pop. So pop, but they're fast, and speed is actually pretty significant. And other boats too are not actually every. Oh wow, this is a. I don't know what Shelty's doing here, but he's not paying attention. That's what he's doing. But man, this raid is doing so much damage. Yes, I think I can understand you. Yeah, now actually F2 is solidly winning on water, but... Oh, man. Wiz is in a bad spot here. He's still mining gold, but as soon as this is found out, which maybe it won't be. But yeah, he needs help on land really fast. Because Shelty's been at 2 town centers for a while. How are we looking for fishing upgrades? Player does not have his fishing upgrade. He's now finally getting it. And even Dark Risen doesn't. Els doesn't. Joe does. Shelty doesn't. 8 fills or 8 boats. You'd think it'd be worth it. But you're kind of getting to the point once you start getting town centers that the boats aren't really worth as much. Especially there's just not a lot of fish that's close to the shore. So it's 5:30 a.m. Yeah. Man, look at all these fills crammed in on these this town center. I really need to be grabbing these town centers as fast as they can. Yeah, the Mediterranean, especially the original, the fish tend to spawn in the middle, and especially if you get this island, and it actually strongly favors if you get this island Egyptian because they can just build in the middle. But there are no Egyptians. But yeah, this is Shelty's just. Oh, he did finally find these. I missed when he found these citizens, but he did find them. They've been pushed back. Looks like he lost 1. I think he had 5 there earlier, and now they are back. But now we're looking at where in the world is poor little Wiz gonna get his gold? Because his closest gold mine outside of his front ones, all right back here. It's a long walk. Oh man, we have double bronze on the water, and I tell you what, bronze ships are pretty ugly. Just big blocks of gold-looking boats floating around with really annoying sound effects. Yeah, the old bronze. Double bronze, too, actually, is what's really great. This is actually F2 is winning this pretty hard. But I'm surprised that it is taking players so long to go down and help Wiz. Because Wiz is in bad shape. Like, really, player is kind of going, and even Dark Risen is going too strong on water. Because at this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, they win water, and what are they going to do? They're going to kill, like, what, 9 fishing ships for each player? Which, once you get full on economy, what's the big deal? You lost 9 fishing ships. No big deal. I got 80 vills already, so what does it matter? So yeah, the F2, the Zeus players are going too heavily on a water now. Sure, they're going to win water, but it's just at what cost? I mean, just each boat is 150. Each siege boat is 200. So we're looking at 600 resources plus. What is this? Probably 15 to 2,000 resources right here. About 1,500 resources, and then you get all of this. There's way too many resources. So overpopped on water, which is allowing DoD to advance first. And yet, Wife Beater's asking that. Yeah, they're just way too heavy on water. Wiz is just so far behind, getting pushed off all the way back to this back gold mine. And player just has too slow to show up with his army. I mean, Shelty has 4 town centers. And full demolition on Wiz's base here. And finally, we see player coming to help, but it's just too late. I mean, just look at all these boats just way over popped on water. I mean, holy cow, this is a ton of wasted resources. It's an easy mistake to make, though. One that I have made many a time. Is the over pop on water. You just have to ask yourself at a certain point. I'm pushing them each player off of maybe 9 fishing ships. Is this worth it? And the answer is no. Yeah, Wiz is gonna lose his forward. Well, actually, it's not his forward at all. It's his base town center, and just way behind is Urano's counterpart. Just advanced later, got later town centers, got pushed back on land. I mean, Sheltie was the first to transition to land, which is kind of really why F2 lost or won the waters, because Sheltie just kind of stopped. And F2 is calling it. So this is going to be a 2-0, and it is a 2-0 victory. And we had this Underworld coming in here on player who had nothing to defend. A 2-0 victory for DoD, so they get 3rd place. F2 gets 4th. And I won't say who got 1st or 2nd, because we apparently have a few guys in chat who haven't watched it. And in fact, you know what? Let me be a pal for you guys. What time is it? That was actually some pretty quick games. I probably have time to play a few games, actually. Yeah, this main difference is probably going to be the difference between Wiz. Yeah, we just see Sheltie just starts going way up over Wiz. We're looking at gold. Look how long he had no gold. Was at almost a minute, over a minute. You're glad you claimed late to miss the cast of this series. Yeah, you kind of got demolished this game. Sheltie played. I mean, Sheltie's good. What are you gonna do? Whatever. So yeah, that is 2-0 to DoD. They are officially 3rd place in the Hybrid Cup. And you're going to watch the final rounds now. So, oh man, I'm going to continue streaming. How about you wait until I'm done streaming? Let me, if you need help finding it, it is on... oh, no. Where are we looking at? Here, no, that's semifinals. Where are the finals? Where are the... Oh, I know where they are. I got them on the front page here. Videos. Yes, here it is. And I will also say that the finals... I put in the... That's the link to the finals. SW, what's that? Oh, yeah, my SW auto lost the game. I'm kind of confused by that, too. So that was very quick, 2-0 series. Really nice played by, oh, Shockwave. Dang it, is there any games to play? I guess, Wiz, if you want to play... Oh, you only hit 1 ship. Hey, Zebchi, you just missed the 3rd place of the Hybrid Cup. I just did that. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of surprised that player didn't go to your side. I know, I saw the lack of gold mines. I'm surprised player didn't go to your side. I would think the assumption would be that the worst matchup as far as player versus player on that was you versus Sheltie. So I would have thought player would go to your side first. So I'll probably be able to play probably just a couple 1v1s.
Oh, yeah. Based on what I have on the top of the screen, yeah. Sorry, big guy, but your spoilers, you have been spoiled. Be spoiled. Wiz, I didn't see if you said anything. Are you able to play a few 1v1s just to get a few games in? I'd play team games, but there's a few team games that are playing right now that I cannot get at. Be spoiled. Look at my 1v1 rating, 1660, man, I suck. My team game supremacy is below 1600. Wow. People have been talking about maybe wanting to reset the rating ladders. Maybe I'm probably up for that. Look at that. Now here's what's crazy though. My team game supremacy is that I am, what is this math? I'm almost 100 games above 500, and yet my rating is below 1600. How does that work? Who's this guy? Oh, dang it. Just missed it. Well, I'll go join. Maybe we'll get in this game. Where we already have someone streaming, but that's okay. Ratings are overrated. What are you saying? My rating's bad, and I'm overrated. Or, oh, I see what you're saying. Ratings are overrated, but why can't we go? Oh. But yeah, I mean, what are ratings but numbers on the internet, on computer screens? I would play against Wiz, but he's taking a shower. No longer 3K. It's been a while. I guess I can get up to my cam here. Hey. Yo. I'm gonna be so shy now I got the camera on. I guess I could close that game here. Depressing end to the game. Oh, I need to check. All these guys are just talking about leg. I don't know about this. We're gonna get a game. Ooh, I could play a Zelda. I do have a question. There have been some. It's a 1v1 tournament going on right now, which I've already lost. I mean, that's nothing new. But I could, not right now because I don't have anything ready, but I could stream at least some other time, do some 1v1 casts of that tournament at later dates if you guys are interested. Holy crap. Count versus Domitas? I haven't seen those games. Interesting games. I do like interesting games. What are these guys doing here? I don't think they're playing. I'm gonna switch games because I don't know what's going on here. If this takes too long, I'll have to. And one nice thing about 1v1s is like they're actually a lot easier to cast than team games. Like it's just easier to follow the action because it's kind of more just in front of you. Whereas team games, man, even when I'm watching, I have to like try because they're kind of all over the place. But at least 1v1, all you're doing is watching one person. Well, two technically, but two people fighting each other, and it's pretty easy, you know. But all right, we need one more player and we can start this game. I'm gonna get some water because Got a bit of a sore throat. It's making my throat hurt talking to you guys. So I'm gonna get some water to cool things down. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Alright. It's good to be back, though. Yes, the Sheltie Spring Tournament. It's good to be back. It's over a week since I last streamed, I think. Is that the bracket? Because, man, if I look at the bracket, I'll have it all spoiled for me. I mean, I've seen some of the results already. I think it's mostly in the quarterfinals now. I really don't see the point in doing the early round games, I mean, there'd just be so many. But definitely I'll try to do the, seems like people are interested, or at least a few people, do the semifinals and finals for sure. Man, how about we get this game going? Or what here? We need one more person. I'm getting tired. While we're waiting, if anybody has any questions about anything, Age of Mythology or otherwise, feel free to ask. Oh, I do have. Actually, I just remembered. For those of you who do play on Voobly, we actually got a little bit of an update coming for Midgard, which people have been complaining about since the beginning of time. Well, I'm not going to delete it. If people want to look at it, they can. And I don't know. I think the update will be pretty decent. What novelties and patches in the future or tournaments? Well, I'll cover this because this is kind of a novelty. So Midgard. People complain about the placement of fish and the luck factor with that. So what we're actually doing, and we're going to see how it works, is that in 1v1s and 2v2s, and probably 3v3 later on, is that the closest patch of fish will be revealed at game spawn. So you will see where that patch of fish is. So just build your dock right on that. I think it's a good idea. As far as the TC fix, I'm assuming you mean the ones that are too close together. We're looking at that as well. It's a little bit harder because the problem is there's only so many spaces, especially in 1v1s, where town centers can spawn. And if you start making it so that they spawn further away from each other, well then number one, they'll have a tendency of being more defensive, as in farther, well, closer to your base. And then it'll also kind of give them fewer spots to spawn, which will kind of make it a little more staticky, but we'll see what we can do. Actually, I need to, oh man, I was gonna update that tonight, but I forgot, and then I started doing this, so maybe it'll wait till tomorrow. But yeah, so it'll be, you know what, well, I have that on my mind. Oh, not Voobly. I don't know why we didn't think of that earlier. It was actually something we kind of thought of like a week ago, and just a matter of getting it put together. What are we looking at here? Alright, there we go. Let's download this before I forget. But I think it'll be very helpful. The reason it's not in 3v3 yet is because 1v1 and 2v2 fish spawn differently than the 3v3. I mean, I guess it's hard to get in all the technicalities of it, but Midgard, not Medit. Medit is you really can't. It's if you mess up your docs on Medit, you're kind of a fool anyway. But Midgard, it can be screwy. Alright, so I downloaded that. As far as, oh, you mean for, well, the patch team. Which, right now, I mean, the map, there's really only a couple people that do the map work. Well, actually only one, which is primarily this guy, Rebel Rising, who's usually not around. Like, he kind of pops in like once a year, it seems like, or twice a year. So he popped in, and that was kind of the idea we had, was to make it so that these fish were revealed at the start of the game. Oh man, I hope Nino doesn't lag. Look at all this. Anybody got any god preference for me? Let me move my thing over a little bit. Hope my computer does okay. I've noticed it's really been Gaia. I've noticed my computer's kind of been working a little bit hard. He's kind of there, but he doesn't really. He's helped just a tad. I added him on to help with the maps when Rebel was gone. He helped with Midgard a little bit, but we got a few Poseidon people. I like Poseidon more than. Yeah, that's what I did do. I cleaned that out for as much as I could. I'm not a computer guy. I actually couldn't figure out how to get the front off, so I couldn't quite like. There's actually a decent amount of dust on the fan itself, but I couldn't get to the fan. But I did. There was a lot just on the vent covers on the front that I cleaned off, and sounds like, at least from me hearing my computer running, I think it's doing better already. But it was actually getting high and causing some pretty high temperatures. Acerbic acid. You know what? I'm kind of thinking. Maybe it's a new nick, but I don't recognize your name in my stream here. Poseidon on Ghost Lake. Alright. Oh, it's a new account. Alright. Look at this leg. Turn-based strategy game. This is my kind of pace, though, right here. I like it. See, plenty of time to think, man, if I get housed with this. What is this? Oh, man. Okay, well, that was the something. Well, here's what kind of gets me. So the dude who was lagging pre-game was Nino, and I think he's streaming. Why, if you're lagging, are you trying to stream? That makes not a whole lot of sense to me. Alright, let me get this real quick. So let's see. We'll copy my file, paste it in here. Man, I think he used the wrong version of this, though. Might have to update this a little bit. So as far as like an actual balance update, there's really nothing in the works for that yet. More so looking at the desktop. My desktop, yeah, there's stuff on it. You'll get over it. Alright, well, it looks like we're gonna get it. Yes, I know, slouching. Is this, do you got a new nick too? Because I don't recognize your name, but you're talking about all my slouching and all this and that and the other thing. Alright, well, I'll get this Midgard crap later. We'll try another Poseidon. I'm glad this game actually got started pretty quick. Tell you what though, I really sit weird. I sit like a little kid. So actually, let me show you. I'm gonna have to back it up and get to my screen here. Alright, let me try to get back far enough so you guys can see how I sit. Usually when I'm playing, I'm sitting on, I usually sit like this. On my legs. And that's actually like, or actually, not like that. More so, it's just hard to do on my new, my folding high-tech computer chair here. It's actually more so like this with, that's usually how I sit. In fact, yeah, this is the way to go. All right. Look at this crotch cam. Man, if I win, I probably have to move the crotch cam. It'll get a little awkward. Is this working? Okay. Man, I've been sitting like this though my whole life, but I've noticed it does actually. Well, yeah. Don't worry about it. Jeez, what do you guys, my mom. Actually, my wife hates it. She used to like get really mad when I sat like that when we'd eat out, but she doesn't try anymore. She's used to it. Ah, man, look at all this hunt. Man, I get hunt for days. Who on my team? BRB winning, Inspector Wadget. No, don't shoot that thing. No, that's Odenholf. Yeah, at restaurants sometimes. I don't know, I'm a weird dude, I guess. At work, I actually will, like right now I'm sitting with just, how am I gonna do this? I don't know if you can see. Right now I'm sitting like this. With one leg, like, tucked under. Oh, this guy's going the wrong way here. Sometimes, like if I'm sitting at the chair typing my endless reports about tomfoolery and skullduggery and... Oh, don't... Yeah, the old crotch can. Like I said, if I win, it's gonna get awkward fast. So I can't keep it on there. Oh, do I have my... Is it aimed okay? Oh, perfect. Let's get my good goats down here before they get stolen. What kind of relics we got anyway? Harmonious necklace. Alright, you shoot that thing back. Appreciate it. Oh, I need 15 more wood. This guy just gonna have to sit here for a while. Maybe I'll take advantage and build like a wall or something. Bum 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 bum. Let's see where these enemies are. I'll probably get a true early second town center, and go from there. Do 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 do. I'll use this hunt much better than he will, so I'll just take it. Hey! Yeah, I mean, you kinda... Especially when you're talking... You stupid woman. When you're talking random team games where there's usually not a whole lot of teamwork, you might as well, like, almost get a two-town center everywhere. Am I playing real RTS League? I mean, I probably will try. Because I like Dart. I mean, the problem is I'm just not very good anymore. Like, actually, what kind of hurts me are these streams. I really should not have killed that guy. Because I just get in the tendency of being kind of so casual and really kind of a slow player, is that then when it comes time to actually, like, you stupid people. Boy, I'm advancing way too late. But the casual stream kind of results in me playing casually the rest of the time. Yeah, this is a very late advance. Holy cow. Might as well. Oh, and then all these idiots. And you too. Oh, this was a terrible vision. I'm assuming he was looking to like do a shift onto something. But yeah, he didn't find anything to shift on. I mean, he could do it right here. Better than not shifting at all. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you do have to work hard to kind of keep up with it. Like back in the olden days when I was good, man, I played probably 3 or 4 games every day. Dang it, I'm housed. Oh, this is... Actually a nice catch by him. Okay, he shifted the hero, but those guys are coming in. But should have kept the shift in his pocket, but of course he didn't know that the Hersey were all about to show up. The hotkey, you have to make it. There is no hotkey by default. I can show you after if you want it, because I use it. It actually helps out quite a bit. I mean, you went. Oh, you mean? Oh, for that? If you're meaning, dang it! Look what you made me do. That is just holding Alt. will garrison. If you mean ungarrison, you have to.
Μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα ευθύς. Πρόσεχε έστω. Ναι.
Λέγε έτοιμος. Ορθός.
I have a feeling he's gonna be there.
Ορθός. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Βρυτό. Έστω. Ναι.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλο. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Βούλο. Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Ναι. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε μεταλλές.
What?
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε πάνι. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε βούλομαι.
I
Λέγε
know he's hunting this. Oh, he's also hunting there.
έτοιμος.
Always look for that no HP bar. So right here, he has no HP bar. That means this animal is dead.
Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
Oh,
Έτοιμος.
get the one that's almost dead, you clowns.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. 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 Πρόσταγμα. Σμάχιν. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Πόρο. Πόρο. Ορθός.
Oh man, he juked me. Well, I should be able to pick that one off.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Πόρο. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχ. Πάνι. Ορθός.
Dang it. Dang it, housed for so long.
Ναι. Έστω.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμε με αλέγχες.
I don't know how long I was housed looking at that raid I was so proud of.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Ορθός.
Ναι. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Ναι. Ναι. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Ορθός. Λέγε. Ορθός. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Wrong way.
Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πάνι. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Πάνι. Πόρο. Καλός. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Ορθός. Λέγε. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ναι.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Εισβολή. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Πόρο.
Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Need to find a place to raid. He's actually got
Λέγε. Ορθός. 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 Πάνι.
bills down there. I'm housed again. I suck at this game.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Whose fault is it? It's the Sigma's fault.
Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Καλός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πάνι. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Actually, kind of a waste having his.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Hey,
Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
you guys need to be watching out for me.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Dang it, those guys are dead too. This game sucks.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Πάνι. Χώρο. Λέγε χώρο. Σμάχιν. Έτοιμος.
Kill the bills.
Βούλομαι. Χώρο. Λέγε βούλομαι.
This guy used frost to save 8 villagers. What an idiot.
Ναι,
Λέγε βούλομαι.
έτοιμη. Έστω, έστω.
Λέγε βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Έτοιμος.
Έτοιμος.
I'm a clown.
Λέγε πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Βρητόμος.
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Ορθός. Χώρο.
Λέγε μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε
What new Odin strat?
πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Σμάχιν.
You clowns.
Λέγε. Έτοιμο. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Βούλομαι.
Aha, they're free.
Βούλομαι.
What are you mining gold here?
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Or up here? Probably right there.
Λέγε βούλομαι. Έτοιμος.
Oh, he was down here.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Χώρο.
Ναι, έστω.
5 archaic holes. That's not new. People did that back in the day. It doesn't work very good.
Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα.
Everybody always thinks they got new strategies these days. Jeez, I've got the new house strategy.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμη.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι.
A little bit slow to transition to my farms here.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Λέγε βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Έτοιμο.
Look at my eco management.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Man, I've mastered this no house strategy.
Έτοιμη. Βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε.
I don't know, where do I have 1700 gold?
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
What? Why in the world are you mining there? Yeah, I'm not casting ceasefire for that idiocy. If you're gonna mine that far out, you build yourself a wall.
Καλός. Χώρο.
Hello.
Μάχη. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Χώρο. Καλός. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Έτοιμος.
Good. Kill your stupid ox cart.
Πρόσταγμα.
Sucker.
Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε
Somebody took my town center. No, they didn't.
βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε.
I think I will try to take this town center.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Why are you guys running like idiots?
Πάνι.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος.
Okay.
Βούλομαι. Χώρο. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Σμάχη. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
It's fighting this nice choke point here.
Βούλομαι. Καλός. Χώρο. Λέγε.
Λέγε. Έστω.
Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Look at this thing. This carnivore is killing this hill fort. Alert, alert.
Βούλομαι.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος. Καλός.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Χώρο. Ισμάχη. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Need to go raid with these fellows.
Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
I need to get to barracks and fast.
Έτοιμη. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Ορθός.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα.
Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Χώρο. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ναι. Λέγε πρόσταγμα.
He doesn't have the army to kill that anyway.
Ορθός. Μάχην. Λέγε. Λέγε. Εισβολή.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω όμως. Ναι. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Έστω. Έστω.
I don't really like.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Βούλος.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Έστω. Βούλομαι. Λέγε.
I'm so sneaky.
Ρητόμος.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Όρος. Μάχην. Λέγε. Όρος. Μάχην. Ορθός. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Μάχην. Έτοιμος. Όρος. Λέγε. Όρος. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Μάχην. Έτοιμος. Πάνω. Πρόσταγμα. Βολή.
Haha, ooh, that's a nice.
Έτοιμος. Καλός. Καλός. Λέγε. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Was a nice
Ορθός.
tart here. I liked it.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Όρο. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος.
How is he up that late?
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Όρο. Λέγε. Όρο. Έτοιμος. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. 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 Λέγε. Πάνω. Έτοιμος. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Όρο. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Επάνιος. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε. Έστω. Πρόσεχε. Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμη.
Λέγε. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα.
I think I'll use my C soon.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα.
Dang it.
Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Όρο. Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Do I not have any wood gatherers?
Έτοιμη.
Now, where are these people going?
Ρητόμος.
Ladget just isn't good enough. I mean, I don't know why it's set. He's advancing at
Έτοιμη.
20 minutes or... Well, when did he advance to heroic? 19 minutes. Holy cow. I mean, I was too slow too. I was housed and I took too long to get my third town center. And I probably should have used, I ended up not even using ceasefire. But, I mean, green really did nothing. That reg did kind of nothing. Well, I don't even think, how many bill reg was it? I don't even know a whole lot of bills, I don't think. Well, 74, I guess that's more than I thought it was. But, this set just shouldn't be like that. Anyway, I got one, maybe two. If I could arrest anyone in the AOT community, who would it be and what for? I mean, I'll have to get back to you on that. Chemo, pfft. He reminds me of like a skinny teenage girl. Um, I don't know, I like everybody. Why would I want to arrest somebody? This new Odin strand. I don't know why people are calling this as a new Odin strand. It's been done before. At this point in the game, there's nothing new. I'd arrest everybody who claims this is a new Odin strat that you're building Ulfsarks. For perjury! Which god for this one? My Poseidon was... poor. Really, anything is poor. Really, everything that's done now was done long ago. Just, you might have stuff is like more perfected at this point. But I don't know. Every time people say, I see people say, "Oh, this is new. Never seen this before." It's been done before, just probably not as good. What am I looking at here? What god, huh? Anybody got a god choice for me? But you know what? If people want to think that they're doing something new, hey, you are doing something new. Regular Age of Mythology pioneer. Someday in the Age of Mythology Hall of Fame, we'll get your guys' names put in there. Isis. Well, okay then. What am I looking at Isis here for? Tell you what, the Egyptians had some weird looking gods. And look at this cast of characters here. These guys look like clowns. Those Egyptians were weird dudes.
Torgale, jeez, that man's old and balding. He doesn't worry me. Yes, I was already gonna go Anubis in the segment 2. Wiz is old and balding? Torgale probably gets arrested every other weekend for rioting anyway. I could see him being a rioter. But I tell you what, this is crazy. France's craziness these days. That would suck to work there. As police, no one, at least, I guess maybe the riots are just protest. Okay, let's call it protesting. Sorry. Protesting. Maybe it's only in Paris, but man, that would suck. Every weekend, every Saturday. Dang it, here I go to work. I have stuff thrown at me all day. People yelling all day. Burning stuff down.
Σκόπος.
All day.
Man,
Man, that would suck.
Erjos,
I'd find a new job.
Yuji.
Not worth it.
Mak.
I'd become like a rugby star or something. Because that's something you can just become. It's just, I'm just going to be a rugby star. Kick Wiz's butt on the, well, what do you call it? The field? The pitch? Swamp?
Greek.
In UAE.
What do you play rugby on? Like, what do you guys call it? Why in the world am I... The field? That's not cool at all.
In Wet Ark.
Why am I trying to gather for my chicken when I got boar right over here?
In Wedge.
Entio. Nu. Entio. Nu.
And UAE.
Greek.
Girej. UAE.
I try to empower my town center to get more and faster arrow fire. Did you realize that empowering a building makes it shoot more arrows?
Greek.
It's like, that's raw. I see, like, you know, people fighting underneath a migdal or something, and they got a few priests lying around shooting their little projectiles at cavalry. Like, why aren't you empowering your migdal? What am I gonna do with this guy? I don't feel like putting anything. It's amazing though, the things some people don't know though. Did you know that all attack is that's displayed by statistics is based on per second? So if you have units that attack slower than per second, they will do more than what's shown. Like the Terma, who attack once every 3 seconds, I do believe. Now, Son of Osiris, the Crocodile, and I think the Man of War don't follow in that because of the way their attack works. It's not by, it's just that's the damage it does. I feel like making a monument. Why not? And the Hika Gigantes attack is double what is shown because he has 2 arms. And for some reason, they decided that because the Hika Gigantes has 2 arms, each arm does the attack. Oh, right, he has 4 arms. Sorry, what? That would make no sense. Everybody has 2 arms. He has 4 arms. But because each side, you know, when he punches, he's actually punching with 2 hands on each side. It's actually double the attack. My build sucks though. I have all this talking and I got like three villagers cutting wood. My priest is sitting here in the middle of the map, not finding my forward town center. My villagers can't fit in between my mining camp and my gold mine.
In which you refer?
Alright, this sickens me. This guy is finished building the granary for some obtuse reason.
In which
I just farted and it stinks.
you need to
No, I just said that. This is like the suckiest of suck.
you need to you refer? You need to upgrade you refer?
Two Egyptians on this side. I'm advancing way late. This game sucks.
You need to in air via you need to
Sigma's laughing. Everybody in chat's laughing at me.
you need to
Got a villager staring.
in you refer?
Greek.
Thought I put up a monument or an obelisk or something. You are too. Delete this. Get that out of my face. We need to win water on our side, though.
In which you are there?
You refer.
What is purple doing? This guy, I want him to find my forward town center, because I haven't found it yet. What do you mean, big calamity? You know what? Why don't I do that too? I cast my ships, my fish at a very bad time. I kind of thought he'd maybe be a little more aggressive, but I guess when he has nothing to be aggressive with, what's the point of casting my fish there? I should have waited and casted it there so that, you know.
Greg, in which you are air?
And you are in which
You need to I air?
in which
Okay, time for some good boat micro. Green so far, really bad boat micro.
Gary. In which into you, Gary. Into you, Gary.
Need more docks here.
Into you. Into
I don't know if he is.
Into you.
Need to fall behind back just a little bit. Oh, I'll win this. Oh, interesting. Whatever.
In which
This game's stupid anyway.
into you, Gary. Into you, which Gary. Into you. Into you. Into you.
It's got like a bunch of boats that are almost all dead.
Go. In wedge. You throw in yawit.
Grig.
In wedge.
What?
In
Build Dion mod.
Go.
Back, you stupid idiots.
Into you. In wedge.
Grig.
Please.
In wedge. Erifir. UAE.
Into you. Into you. Gerek.
Grig. Tayo.
Gerek. Gerek. Into you.
In a jirek.
In wedge. Gerek.
I don't get that.
Gerek.
Oh man, I'm gonna be housed. It's a good fight for us right here, I feel like.
Into you. Gerek.
Why is he retreating? This purple's doing so much stupid maneuvers with his boats.
Into you. Gerek. Into you.
I'll do that.
Gerek. In wedge.
In wedge.
Into you. Gerek.
In which EU refer. EU refer.
Into you.
Ah, full speed ahead. Take that. Egyptian's so easy to play, especially on this map.
Jirek. In a jirek. UAE. Erifir.
Gerek. Into you. In wedge. Gerek. In wedge. Into you. In it. Erect.
In a jirek. In wedge. Erifir. UAE. Erifir.
What is this nonsense?
Tayo.
Inito. You are
Grig.
there.
NGO. Jirek. IATO. NGO.
Inito.
In
Aya.
IATO. Jirek. IATO.
Greek. You repair.
Into you. At you.
Greek. And which you I air.
Gerek.
And I repair. I
In
repair.
wedge.
Grig. I air.
This game's stupid.
Gerek. Tayo.
And which I air.
In which. Tayo.
You stupid idiot. You're dumber than I am.
Gerek. At you. Into you.
And which
Gerek. In wedge.
Well, I wouldn't say that they played this very well.
I repair.
In which. Tayo.
I get my back. Oh man, first thing is to always build.
EU refer.
Into you. Gerek. In wedge. Into you.
Grig. Tayo.
What do I want here?
In which. Air. EU refer.
In it.
I
Grig.
repair.
Up.
Inito.
Into you. At
Double trees, huh? Yeah, I'm busy. Don't you ping me.
Into you. Into you. Into you.
Pharaoh is single-handedly killing everything.
Into you.
Wasted ancestors? No, look at this. The ancestors were not wasted.
Into you. Into you.
Hey, Roni. You want to get lit up in Age of Mythology? I'll light you up.
Into you. Into you. Gurg. Into you.
Get in here. How about these guys stop trying to beat me? They can't get to me. Look at this. They got axemen standing in the middle of the mine. We played on Windows Vista. We're veterans. I'm playing 15 years old Wrecky. Man, this Roni getting on the... My YouTube guys are just nuts. Look at this. I'm basically fighting 3-on-1. Maybe even a 4-on-1.
Into you.
Yes, multiplayer is still active. You know what do you mean, my... What game queue are you talking? Subscribe to PewDiePie. Where are all these YouTubers coming? Yeah, multiplayer's still active. Which one you need? The original or the Titans?
Into you.
Holy crap, look at all this.
In Gaia. Greg.
We played Titans? You played with me, man? What was your name? Is my secret always being so sexy? I'm not gonna tell you that. Roni 316? Man, I don't remember that at all. Whoa. Can I age up yet? TW the bridge. Are you sure that was me? I don't even know what that is. My memory probably is that direction.
Into you. Into you. Into you.
Now, how do I make a siege camp or two? I don't even, what is Quage? You guys are talking some nonsense here. It's in my Twitch, man. Go to my Twitch. What do I got for units down here? No, he spent 3,000 resources killing that thing. It's just you can do it. You know how to just look at my Twitch. Here comes green, another wave coming in to die. Sitting on my cord here. Oh, it'd help if I got my... I don't think so. I don't know of anyone that uses it. You guys talking some nonsense. Oh yeah.
Into you. Gereg. In wedge.
You guys are weird.
In wedge. In wedge.
Man, that's what people at work call me, is Waldo.
Into you. Into you. In wedge. In here.
Break. In which ini to ear to which tayo. EU repair air.
Who is lagging?
Ini to tayo. UI air. Break EU repair air. Up. UI air.
Into you. In wedge. In it. Are you repair? In wedge. You eat air. Into you. Into you. Ia air errata. Gereg. Gereg. Into you. Into you. Into you. Gereg. Into you. In.
In which
I don't need purple to help me. Okay. Get that.
Image. In wedge.
ini to EU repair.
Ini to
Go into.
Greek.
EU repair.
In wedge. In wedge. In wedge.
Tayo. Ayo repair.
In which EU repair.
Gereg.
And ayo repair. Tayo.
Break UI air.
And which.
Did my son Osiris die? I guess he did.
Into you. Image.
Ala
Correct.
ear to
Image. Correct. Here with you. In
And
wedge.
which. And ini tayo.
In you. At you. Yeah. At you. Into you.
in which EU repair. EU repair. EU repair air.
Ini to tayo. Ayo repair.
Into you.
Greek.
UER.
In which
You
EU
wedge. Into you. At you. Gereg.
I'm gonna run out of.
Into you. Image. At you.
And which.
Run out of gold soon, I feel like.
Into you. In Yahweh.
in EU repair.
You
Greek. Tayo.
Break UI air.
Enito.
Gerek. Ea Atiyu. Rek. In which Ea Atiyu. Entiyu. You
Rig up.
Entiyu.
And I air.
In which Ro Ea Atiyu.
Finito. Up.
Entiyu. Entiyu.
Enito. And I air.
In which
There you go.
Entiyu. In which Entiyu. Ea Atiyu.
Rig. Rig. In which Rig you refer?
Entiyu. Gerek.
Rig. Finito. Refer?
In which
Refer?
Entiyu.
Finito. In which you refer?
Enito. You I air.
Rig.
Grig. And Grig.
Entiyu. Ak. Gerek. Entiyu.
In which? Up.
I don't know why my teammates are freaking out.
Gerek. Ayu. Gerek. Gerek. Atiyu.
Dio. Ayu refer.
Gerek. Gerek. Entiyu.
Rig.
Ak. Erifer. UAR.
In which you air. In which up you air. Rig. Air. Rig.
And Ayu refer.
Entiyu.
In which you
Gerek. Entiyu. Entiyu. Ea Atiyu.
Rig. Ak.
Gerek. Entiyu. Ro en Yahweh.
Grig.
Erifer.
Grig. Ayu refer. Enito refer.
In which?
Grig. Ayu refer.
In which you refer?
In which you
Grig. Ayu refer.
Girej.
In which air?
There is some gold, holy cow.
Rig. Air.
Girej.
Enito.
In which
Grig. Ayu
Entiyu. You
wedge in a gire. Tayo.
In I repair. Finito. Tayo repair.
Finito.
Where's my catapults? Oh, here they are. That's why they got stuck.
Into you. Gary. Into you. Into you. Into you.
Boy, my teammates sucked. Don't know why purple was helping me. Like, they needed to stay up here. I mean, half of his units down here were idle anyway. Thanos dies in the first
Image erect.
You know, I'm feeling lively. Maybe I'll play another one.
Finito. Aya iatu.
Ronnie was lonely on YouTube by himself. He came over to Twitch. You're gonna donate 10K? What happened? Come on, Tony. Oh. Well, I didn't lose. My team lost. I mean, I played pretty much a 2-on-1 on the bottom here all game. Purple just, I don't know. I mean, it's 33 minutes in and he's got unupgraded chariot archers. All you have to do is download. I'll play one more game. All you have to do is download. Let's see. No, that's not it. Here's a CD key for Titans, right there. Some strange people show up late in the middle of the night. This is just for the Titans expansion, though. What's this picture? Oh, wow, look at that. Cool. Ooh. 1204. You know what? Actually, I might need to be done. Because I got kids. And you guys are not my kids, even though you guys are acting like my kids. But, oh, Mr. Slade Twitch. I'm seeing some new faces on my chat, though, tonight. Okay, maybe I'll play a 2v2. And what's the difference between 12 o'clock and 12:30? Yeah, one last game, okay? Yep, no problem. La la la. Yeah, that did take longer than I thought it would. I probably shouldn't play another game. You'll donate 10 stacks, huh? I'll appreciate it. What god should I be, fellows? For this final match of the night. You guys are being pretty frisky. I should probably be like a frisky god for you guys. Not Ra. I like the Gaia automatons, man. On my YouTube channel, I have a link to a video that someone says many informations about how to install Age of Mythology. I have a 1590 rate and I am 100 games above 500. Oh, you guys want Loki? Oh, it's perfectly legal. What do you think's gonna happen? Like the bait car. Bait car. Crooks gonna be crooks, you know? Well, you know what? You guys are being annoying. So I'll be Gaia. His Dark Risen's my bud. Humble Diligent is Loki. You can watch him. You can watch him run over me. You'll be able to watch Loki win by watching him run rampant over me, because that's probably gonna happen. Man. Where did these guys go? I don't have time to wait. Boy, if my wife woke up and saw me playing right now, she would be so mad. Tomorrow's Saturday. What am I really gonna do all day Saturday? Nothing.
Except watch kids.
Besides, I slept 8 hours last night and I was tired all day, so what's the difference? If I sleep 7 hours and be tired all day, or 6 hours. I wish I had the energy that my kids had, and mainly my son. That guy runs around all day. Point 2 BAC? I'm locking him up because he might run over my kids. Oh, where'd this guy go? Then he's gonna run over, I don't know. Some poor fellow going to work at 3 in the morning. Not a big fan of drunk drivers. They like to kill people. I don't think I can. If he says that I'm his favorite player, like, man, your rod was awesome back in the day. Well, maybe then, hey, how about I just give you a ride, or we call you a cab for you, huh?
Muck. Skopos. Also. Bureg. Muck. Sheshos. Muck. Bureg. Yuji. Muck. Best.
Is this all like one person on
Skopos.
YouTube?
Also.
Like, why do you have so many YouTube accounts? Alrighty, so automaton spam. Sure. They do really well against Loki Hersier. Like, really well. Don't worry about YouTube. Gaia isn't bad. Or like unentertaining. I need my bill here. I need to block off this tower here. Yeah, Loki might be a bit of a problem. There's no way I'm gonna get that fort on. Okay, that can go there. Fortnite. I am beast at Fortnite. Actually, I'm not. I'm just average. Is this Blossom over here on my YouTube now, or what?
Herr Joe's.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna put my temple right there.
Osto.
15 minutes of fame.
Yuji.
Skobos.
Yeah, Fortnite after this. This is gonna be a 24-hour stream.
Herr Joes.
Moorville.
Yuji. Vayen.
Mr. Beast. Yeah, get Mr. Beast down here. Ready for everything.
Yuji. Bureg.
You guys or guy or whatever it is.
Yuji. Burek Diat.
Yuji.
Oh man.
Skobos intem.
Yuji.
Herr Joes.
Yuji. Skobos. Mak. Vayen.
Fortnite, a Fortnite stream. Now that would be a long time.
Burek.
Somebody disconnecting or what?
Burek.
Herr Joes. Osto. Osto. Herr Joes. Osto.
Okay, do this and that.
Yuji.
Which one is the Loki anyway? What's going on up here? Oh, look at that.
Yuji. Osto.
Skobos. Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Joes.
Some new, never before seen strategy.
Yuji.
Yuji. Mos intem.
Burek. Mak. Diat.
Skobos. Skobos. Bureg. Yuji.
Yuji.
Where are their hunt? Is their hunt? Free pizza? Oh man, I'd be so all over free pizza.
Bureg. Yuji.
Herr Joes. Diat. Skobos.
Yuji.
Burek. Skobos. Yuji. Burek. Yuji.
Herr Joes. Yuji. Yuji. Skobos.
Yuji. Oso. Burek.
Herr
Herr
Joes.
Joes. Mak. Burek. Mak.
Yuji.
Yuji. Mak.
Yuji. Eschnos.
Yuji. Oso.
Bureg. Osto.
Skobos. Oso. Lost. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Yuji.
Yuji.
Herr Jost. Eschlost.
Burek, Mahak.
Skopos. Herr Jos, Burek, Mak. Mos intum. Skopos. Mos intum. Skopos.
Okay, I have enough turn now.
Skopos. Mak.
Burek, Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Eschloss.
Herr Jost. Intel.
Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Eschloss. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Mak. Eschloss. Yuji.
Yuji. Burek, Ji. Mahos Kilis Moke. Yuji.
Skopos. Kilis Moke.
Burek, Mahak.
Skopos. Yuji. Schloss.
Eschlost. Eschlost. Osto. Mak. Yuji.
Oh, not that.
Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Yuji.
Burek, Mak. Mas, Yuji.
Skopos. Mak. Skopos. Mak. Yuji. 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 Yuji.
Skopos. Osto. Osto.
Yes, automatons do really well against hers here.
Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Burek.
Ji. Yuji. Eporo Fras.
Yuji.
Jos.
Yuji. Dilis Moke. Yuji. Mak. Yuji. Yuji. Skopos. Burek. Skopos. Skopos. Skopos.
I really need to wall that off.
Skopos. Skopos.
Jos. Yuji.
Skopos. Skopos. Burek. Burek. Yuji.
Yuji. Osto.
Yuji. Mak. Schloss.
Jos. Yuji. Kilis Moke.
Burek. Yuji. Burek. Burek.
Jos.
Yuji.
Skopos. Intost. Osto.
Burek. Burek. Schloss. Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Jos, Skopos. Mak.
Eschlost. Yuji. Eschlost.
Skopos. Yuji.
Skopos.
Yuji. Schloss.
Herr Jost.
Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Skopos. Mak. Yuji.
Yuji. Mak. Osto.
Dang it. Oh, we have no backfold, do we?
Mos Intel.
Skopos.
Oh, we do.
Burek. Mak. Dion.
Burek. Schloss. Yuji. Yuji. Mak.
Skopos. Yuji. Skopos. Eschlost. Eschlost. Yuji.
Skopos. Schloss. Yuji. Schloss. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Dilis Moke. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. 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 Yuji. Yuji. Skopos. Skopos.
Herr Jost. Burek. Mak. Osto. Mak.
Burek. Yuji. Burek. Yuji. Mak.
Herr Jos, Mak. Herr Jos, Eschloss.
Okay.
Skopos. Burek. Burek. Mak. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Burek. Skopos. Mak. Schloss. Skopos. Yuji.
Yuji. Eschloss.
My Vil died to a bunch of lions. That's stupid.
Burek. Mak. Mak. Schloss. Burek. Schloss. Mak. Schloss. Burek. Schloss. Mak. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Mak. Schloss. Dilis Moke. Yuji. Mak. Schloss. Dilis Moke. Dilis Moke. Yuji. Yuji. Yuji.
Jos.
Skopos. Yuji. Lost. Burek. Yuji.
Yuji. Ma. Yuji. Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Jos. Mak. Schloss. Mak. Herr Jos. Mak.
Skopos. Ma. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Ma. Skopos. Ma. Yuji. Ma. Schloss. Yuji. Ma. Schloss. Ma.
Okay.
Burek. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Tilis Moke. Yuji.
Herr Jos.
Burek. Schloss.
Burek. Mak. Yuji. Schloss. Schloss.
Skopos. Ma. Schloss. Yuji. Skopos. Ma. Yuji. Yuji. Burek. Burek. Schloss.
Burek. Herr Jos. Veien.
Skopos. Ma. Schloss. Ma. Yuji.
You must have a spy up there that knows why it's there.
Schloss.
Oh man, this leg is something else.
Schloss. Osto.
Burek. Burek. Schloss. Burek. Yuji. Schloss. Schloss. Ma. Yuji. Skopos. Yuji. Burek. Ma. Yuji. Tilis Moke. Skopos. Burek. Skopos. Burek. Schloss. Burek. Ma. Skopos.
I needed to grab that back, my other town center, big faster.
Yuji.
Babooey!
Burek. Schloss. Yuji. Ma. Burek. Yuji. Also. Schloss. Yuji. Diat.
Burek. Mak. Schloss. Skopos.
Also. Also. Yuji. Diat. Burek. Schloss. Schloss.
Oops, that wasn't what I wanted.
Skopos. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. 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 Schloss. Burek.
Herr Jos. Schloss. Mak.
Yuji. Schloss. Skopos. Tilis Moke. Skopos.
Yuji.
Burek. Skopos. Ma.
Burek. Schloss.
Yuji. Skopos. Schloss. Burek. Ma. Yuji. Schloss. Yuji. 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 Skopos. Ma. Burek. Yuji. 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 Schloss. Diat. Yuji.
Skopos. Mak. Schloss.
Also. Diat. Skopos.
Burek.
Burek. Yuji. Yuji. Schloss. Diat. Yuji. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Yuji.
Herr Jos. Schloss. Burek.
Jos. Diat.
Burek. Osto.
Yuji. Schloss. Burek.
Herr Jos. Schloss.
Burek.
Yuji.
Skopos.
Burek. Yuji.
Skopos. Burek. Skopos. Yuji. Also.
Burek. Yuji. Schloss. Mak. Diat. Yuji. Burek. Osto.
Burek.
Use out of sync.
Skopos. Skopos. Kerjos. Ma oso.
Oh, this is leggy.
Mos intum. Uji. Mos intum. Uji. Burek. Uji. Uji.
Go to bed. Yeah, I probably do need to. Look at this. I am using my... Yes, he disconnected. We win.
Burek.
Turn on my auto sync. Oh, man. Yeah. So good at this game. Look at all these elephants here. I was just way too slow to get my third town center, which put me substantially far behind. Yeah, eco is decent. I mean, the automaton here aren't a very good idea. I need to go, the other god. What is it? For the healing for my heroes. I already ripped my sweatshirt. That's why it's like this. It's normally supposed to be like this, but when I flexed a previous stream, it went just like that. You guys are talking stuff I don't even understand. Like norms, whatever. But look at this, we won. Victory is ours. You can't argue with that. Yeah, I need Amarillo.
Skopos.
I forgot my farm upgrade for a while. And I had no I had no armory upgrades. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. That was exhilarating, guys. Much harassment in the chat. Always appreciated. Well, it seemed like cleaning up my my fan and stuff made my computer happier tonight, so that is good. Well, happy Saturday to all of you. And then a happy Sunday after that. And may the 4th be with you. Thank you. Toodles, everyone.